A beautiful day with Farzana Ali and Sehar Sadiq. Sehar is HR strategist, and we are quite privileged that Sehar is here today, and we are going to have a very fruitful conversation with her. Sehar, welcome to 101.
Thank you very much for having me.
Sehar, can you share your educational background and the initial stage of your career?
Well, I started, the first thing that I would want to be known for, that I am a home economist as well. I started my bachelor's from College of Home Economics, and this has been a generational thing. My mother, my great-grandmother, so everybody have graduated from there. And from there I explored my love for business and management. So my major has been management. That's how I ended up doing my master's in public administration and my specialization in human resource management. So started my journey as an educationist and somebody who has been dealing with a UK-based qualification, CIMA. I landed in a HR position, and at the moment I'm serving as an chief HR for one of the CPEC projects.
So it's good to hear from you. Since you are HR strategist, and there are very few people who knew the difference between the HR consultants and HR strategists.
Exactly.
Can you really explain us today, and can you really educate us today? So what is the difference?
Well, you see, Farzana, it's just because HR itself is a very diversified field. When you say somebody is an HR consultant, it focuses more on the HR operations. But my work with this project especially, and over that period of time, has evolved into an HR strategist, a person who has a deep insight for the laws of the country, and especially for all the projects that international projects that work in Pakistan. It is very important for us to align the goals. So my work has been to basically evolve their HR systems, their policies, their HR manuals, and to make sure that there is no loophole in the working of base. Since this project is one of the mega projects that is happening, and it basically comes from China. So all my team, my senior management are Chinese. So the language barrier has been there, but still the insight for the...
Okay. So Sehar, would you like to explain us this project? As you said that there is a language barrier too, since they all are Chinese, and you definitely don't know the Chinese. So how do you how this really work for you?
Well, I think for me the basic strength has been that I've been dealing with a multicultural team all my career. I started off with CIMA. My head office was in UK. My regional head office was in Sri Lanka. And people from all sorts of backgrounds, all sorts of cultures, we've worked together. So I believe that comfort level that I developed working with different types of people came from there. And I'm a daughter of a writer, a poet, and a cricketer, and a very versatile person. So since we were kids, I remember that we were used to speak in front of the guests and make small speeches. So there was one thing that I grew up learning, was that nothing is impossible, and if you really want to achieve something, you can.
So it would be really right to say that you were fearless from your childhood, since you were trained to have speeches in front of the audience.
Exactly.
So you were a people person, I would say. I think, Sehar, you have lots of achievements in your life, and one of the major achievement is, I would say, to work on the CPEC project.
Yes.
So any achievement that really is very close to your heart and you feel really proud of?
Yeah, recently we received, from my management. It's been 3 years I've been working with this project, and recently I have received a Medal of Honor from my CEO, who's Madam Changli. She's also a very, very, inspiring personality, and working at a very young age, she is the CEO of this project in Pakistan. So I think that is a memory I hold very dear with me. that certificate that I've been working in this project is something that I really value. And I believe that the spirit to work for CPEC came because I knew how important it is for Pakistan, and I wanted to be a part of the process when the country is making history and we reach that level.
Sir, you must be a family person too. So how do you maintain the balance between your work life and family?
With it, that's a very critical question, I would say. But I think I have a very supportive family. All my siblings, my parents, they have been, doing something in their lives. So, but I believe that my Sundays are totally spent with my family. Saturdays usually I spend with my friends, so different circles. So there is a timetable that we're following, but I think that most of the time we are able to do it. And I think women, especially in this field of area, we are multitaskers since we were born. So it is not a very difficult thing. Yeah.
So what makes you happy in spite of work?
My family. I think they are my biggest strength. And especially if you've seen since we were talking, I have been very actively volunteering in social causes. So since from college days, even from home economics days, we developed this NGO in which we work for the flood affectees. And whenever I get a chance to add some value in people's life, I am the first one to really go there.
Yeah. Your triad book.
My triad book, born and in a family where my grandfather, my father, my uncles are writers and poets. It's very hard to say. My most loved book would be my father's first book, maybe Belapur was he wrote it. And I think my most treasured book would be one of my uncles gave me this book, The Odyssey. It's a travelogue, and I believe that's when I developed a love for literature. So that book also holds a very special place.
So you are a literature lover person. So
yeah.
Can you recite poetry for us today?
Yes, I would love to, but usually, I read my dad's writing or something that if you would ask me to recall anything, it would be very difficult for me right now.
So it means we shall have to provide you some poetry to recite.
Oh yes, sure. I think maybe in the future.
So what we can do is, inshallah, in next interview we'll sit together again and we'll definitely have some poetry from you.
I would love to. Yeah.
So any message that you want to give to my audience today?
I think it's first of all, I would appreciate this forum. I think you're able to bring out the people, the little achievements that they do, and that inspires them to do so much in life. And I believe that the true message is that we're going through a very rough patch, this pandemic and everything happening. Love each other, support each other, be kind. You don't know what battles people are fighting. If one good deed a day, I think that's what the need of the hour is.
That's a beautiful conversation, and you're a beautiful person too, inside, outside. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you, Farzan. It's a pleasure.